Good evening, everyone. This is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. Welcome to my monthly paper pumpkin video. I'm going to give everyone a chance to find me. So I'm a little late just because of the holidays. I usually go a week earlier when it comes to paper pumpkin. Okay, I can see you guys coming on. Hello, everyone. So welcome to Paper Pumpkin. This month was the Lots of Pun kit. I've seen so many great samples using this kit. And what I'm going to do tonight is show you how to assemble all three of these cards. And then I'm going to do 3 alternative projects with you. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you guys are here on a Friday night. And guess what? It's really snowing hard here. So we have a snowstorm in action. These are the little embellishments. You can see I always order 2 kits so I can do a video for you guys. So you can see that I've almost used this whole one. And then we have the linen thread that came with our kit. We also have early espresso, and I always dig my big one out to use. So I'm going to get that ready. We have some stamping dimensionals. One thing I want to mention before I get started, just one sales pitch, I promise. I want to go over this with you. Paper pumpkin during celebration. So you guys know that it's celebration time. For those of you guys that are new, you earn free products with all your purchases. I like to remind you guys once a year, or more than once a year, because we have celebration more than once a year now. This is the best time to buy a Paper Pumpkin subscription. If you follow this, the 1 month, you can cross that off because it doesn't give you anything. But once you get to the 3 month, which is $63, you get to pick one level 1 gift from the celebration catalog. If you do the 6 month, which is $114, you get to pick a level 2 or 2 level 1s. The best one is the 12 month. Now I do this every time we have celebration. I do a 12-month subscription. I actually bump my order up to $250 because the 12 month is $220, and I reach 5 level 1s, or I can mix in some level 2s. And then you also get the $22 in hostess rewards. So if you do the 1 year subscription, that is the best deal. Like I said, you can get 5 free celebrations and then the host rewards on top of that. So there's my sales pitch for tonight. We're gonna get stamping. So let me bring my stamps in, or some of them anyway. I'm gonna start out with the little guy here. I'm sorry, that's the pits. It's the little cherries. These are so cute. So these first 3 cards are from the kit. I'm following the kit directions. The card base we're using is the one with the watercolor in the middle. It's already pre-printed. And then I'm going to punch this out. I'm actually going to be using this on one of my alternative cards, so I'm going to set that aside. And I'm just going to glue a couple things. But first we're going to stamp the cherries. So I'm going to bring my ink in. This is early espresso. Now I do have a camera in front of me. Hopefully I'm going to do okay with the stamping, which I did. Now this is kind of a little sad card because I'm sorry, that's the pit, so that we've got the little sad faces, which I have to find. I've got all my faces on one block. So we're going to do the little sad face on each cherry. And then I'm just going to stop and wipe for the next card. Okay, so that's all set. Now, just to make things quicker, I am going to use my regular glue dots. We do get a sheet of them. Now, what I do is I pinch it to scrunch it up. I'm going to put that right here where the leaf is. That's where the little ribbon's going to go. And then I'm also going to use liquid glue, again, just to make this quicker. I'm just going to add a couple dots. And you know what, you guys, I'm not a pun person. I'm just not into puns, but this kit was so cute. I really loved it. Because I've heard a lot of people say they're not into puns either, but these are just adorable. Okay, now I'm going to find my little blue strip to do the sentiment. Let me see if I can find the right one. I'm sorry, that's the pits. And again, I am trying to stamp with a camera in front of me. I think I got it. Yes, I did. We're going to glue that flat. Because I saw on another page, people were saying that they were not into puns, but when they saw the cards, they regretted canceling their subscription. You should never cancel your subscription. Because guess what? If you don't like the puns, you could have used sentiments that you have on hand. I'm going to add dimensionals. These came with the kit. I just added one in each corner. And that's going to go over this little water, the pre-printed watercolor. And I'm going to add a dimensional on the back of each cherry. And we're going to glue that right in the center. And then we're going to add some bling. And this is kind of like a, I would say, pool party color. Usually I check the back of the brochure to see what color, because it's all listed there for us. Okay, look how quick that was. So there's card number 1 already. So I'm sorry, that's the pits. Okay, let me bring card number 2. Card number 2 is the one with the banana, and it says, hello, peel better soon. Another cute one. You get all the pieces. This also has the pre-printed watercolor splatter look. I'm going to fold that on the score line. And then we have all of these die cuts. So the first one I'm going to put down is this one. And that has some little patterns on it. And this card is actually turned this way. And that's going to go, I went a little higher than the center. I'm going to go right there. Then we're going to glue the circle. Now I know there's going to be a banana there and some layering there. So I'm just going to add some adhesive where I know I'm going to be gluing something over it. So there's my vellum. Next, we're going to do this strip. And that's going to go about here. Now, let's bring the banana in so I can stamp the banana. Now, this guy is going to have a smiley face, and then we're going to add the glasses. So the smiley face, there's 2 of them. This one, the eyes are spread a little bit further apart, and that's the one we're going to use. So we're going to put that right there. Then we're going to give him a pair of glasses. Okay, I'm going to have to bring this down. I hope you can still see. I need to see what I'm doing. Look how cute. Okay, now let me go ahead and glue the little striped layer. There's so many layers on this card. They're all little tiny layers, but they make a really pretty card. It's going to go right here. Now let's find the sentiment, peel better soon. So do most of you guys stamp your kits right away, or do you wait to see what other people do with them first? I'd be curious to find out. I don't think I've ever asked that question before. Okay, that's going to go right off to the right-hand side just a little. And now we're going to glue the banana. And I'm going to pretend that I don't have any mini dimensionals because these are what came with the kit. So what I would do to add some to the back of the hello is just cut across going straight. And I'm just going to add, actually that's a little too long. Whoops. I'm just going to add a couple pieces, maybe. So I'm getting that some of you guys do wait to see what everybody comes up with. I always do at least one of each project the way that the kit tells us to, and then I do my alternative projects. I know you guys love to see that. Okay, I'm going to do one more. And you know what? I never follow directions either. I just eyeball everything just by looking at the photos. So I don't even know if this was glued with dimensionals, but you know me, I love my dimensionals. I need to trim this one just a tad. So I'm not sure if this was popped up on the directions or not, but I did. Okay, now, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do my little polka dots, but I can still squeeze them in there. I'm going to do one right there and one down here. I'm going to add my little twine. This card is the one that has the most steps on it. Okay, now, again, I'm going to scrunch up my little glue dot. Press that in place, and now we're going to use the yellow bling, and I'm just going to put some in amongst the stamped dots, and we have a couple up here, and I think I only added one down here. Look how cute that is. Now, who wouldn't smile getting this, really? Hello, Peel Better Soon. Just a really cute card. Now, let's bring in the third one. The third one is kind of nice, too. It's got a little bit of everything on it. Mostly a lot of sentiments. I'm going to fold this card base in half. And let's see, the first thing I'm going to do so I don't forget is do my little dots. Just one on the bottom and one on the top. And then we have to stamp our little piece of bread or toast. And our little egg. Now, the egg, you kind of have to find the right shape before you stamp. There's my egg. I'm going to add dimensionals to those. Oh, and while I'm doing this one, just an announcement. For those of you guys that are subscribers, you should have received an email. The January kit is going to go out a little bit later than normal, only because we were waiting on some of the products to arrive to put in the kits. Okay, let me see. That one goes this way. Now I'm going to do all of these sentiments. You make sure I get the right ones. Okay, so the first one, you tell the best yolks. The second one is let's grow mold together. Isn't that funny? And the last one is I loaf you. So with this one, you're almost kind of building a little story. Whoops. These dimensionals just want to stick to my nails. So anyway, our kits are they're hopefully gonna go out soon, very soon, but they're just gonna be a little late. They're still gonna be here in time for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna add some glue to the little scallop. This is the brown scallop this time. I'm going to add that. This one is kind of easy to glue in place because you have the lines from the designer paper that kind of guide you. Okay, now we're gonna do, you tell the best yolks first. It's gonna go right over the scallop. Then we're gonna do the little, oh, I forgot the little smiley face. Let me see if I can still do that. Now, where's my smiley faces? Right here. This one is the smaller one. And I also have to do the bread. Now the bread, you can't see the little smiley, but it's the eyes that are wide. We're gonna cover the smile with the mustache. Okay, there's that. And my little mustache. And I'm gonna make sure that goes right over the mouth. Okay, now we can glue these. So that's gonna go right here. I'm gonna glue the piece of bread first. And then I'm gonna glue this one. It's gonna go at the top. Oh, you know what? I don't need dimensionals on this one. I'm gonna take those off. This one is actually flat because it kind of fits under this one a little bit. And we're gonna add some little hearts. A couple little hearts. I wish we could buy these hearts. They're so cute. They'd be cute for Valentine's. Whoops. That one stayed on my finger. That one doesn't want to glue down. I think I have it upside down. I do. Okay, third time is a charm, right? There we go. Okay, so there's card number 3. So there's the 3 cards if you follow the directions from the kit. Now I'm going to bring in some alternative projects. So here's my first one. I'm not going to show you yet. So this is from an envelope that I cut apart. I'm going to use this as one of the layers. I'm using the one with the white, the yellow and white pattern on the center. And when I first saw these, they spoke flowers to me. Immediately spoke flowers. So I'm not even going to stamp this in the middle because I'm using them as flowers. And remember I told you I was going to be using this. Oh, hold on. I got to get a punch. This is our new bow punch. And let me show you what I'm going to do with these. I punched out from these scraps 3 of these. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Because you know us stampers, we don't waste anything, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and build our card. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut. This is the size of the flap. I'm going to leave the length, and I'm going to cut that 3/4 of an inch wide. And again, I didn't want to throw away this flap, so I used it for one of my layers. And that's going to go about, I would say, 1.25 inches from the bottom and more towards the right. And then I'm going to do the flowers. So I'm going to add dimensionals. So we're going to add the first one more towards the bottom. And I'm going to slide this one under. And slide this one under. So there's my trio of flowers. Next, I'm going to tuck these under. So let me flip them over. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. This one's going to tuck under the bottom flower. Isn't it amazing how we can turn an egg into a flower? There's 1, I'm going to do one more. And then next, I'm going to stamp the little dots. Okay, and this time I am going to cheat. I am going to bring out my mini dimensionals. And those fit perfect. I didn't use them on the first card that I showed you because for those of you that just have the kit, you may not have the mini dimensionals. Okay, wait, this one here, I gotta fix. Okay. So look how easy this card was, and they're all pieces from the kit except for the punch that I brought in. And you can use any flower punch. Okay, that's gonna go right here. And then we're gonna add some of these little yellow circles. They just want to stick to my fingers for some reason. Oh, I forgot to mention something too. While you guys are watching, if you share my video, I'm going to pick a name from everyone that shares, and it's going to be for the candy cane background stamp. So I'll announce the winner tomorrow. I meant to mention that, so make sure you share my video. Let me know that you shared in the comments, and I will announce the winner tomorrow. Okay, so there's alternative number 1. Isn't that cute? Very simple. Let me bring in number 2. Number 2, I'm using the card base with the yellow. So let me go ahead and fold that. I'm also going to be using the designer paper on the envelope. I am again using, I'm going to save this even though I'm going to cover it. I did go ahead and cut a scallop circle from the Layering Circles dies, and this actually measures 3 1/8 inches across, and we're going to put that right over that hole. I'm using one of these little captions, upside down, and then 2 of the little bread pieces, and this is my card. You can see how I use the envelope for a layer, and I cut that out to measure 3 3/4 by 5. So let me bring in my paper trimmer, and I find the easiest way is to cut off the side and the bottom, and then you can just open it up, and we're going to do 3 and let me do the 5-inch first. So 5, and you still have this whole big piece you can use. 5 by 3 3/4. And so what if you don't have every little pretty envelope with designer paper to put this card in? Everybody has white envelopes. It just makes this whole card pop with the red dots. Okay, so I'm going to glue that over the splatter. Then I'm going to glue this piece. It's going to go about 1 inch from the top of the designer paper. Then we're going to add the circle. That's going to cover that hole. Okay, now let's do the stamping. I wanted to create a male and a female. That's why I put the little mustache upside down on the top, just like a little sprig of hair. It's kind of funny looking, but it makes you laugh. Okay, there's my bread. Now, let me find my other pieces. Okay, we've got... Is this the right one? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to add a fade. This is the one with the wider eyes. And I need the glasses. I put glasses on both of these critters. There's one. And then, oh, I boo-booed. Let me fix my boo-boo. I didn't press hard enough right here. Okay, I get that, whoops, I get that all fixed. Now, let me wipe my clear block. So now we're going to do the mustache. So there's the mister. And then I'm going to turn the mustache upside down and we're going to do the Mrs. And dimensionals, where are my big ones? Right here. Aren't they funny looking? But they're cute. They just want to make you laugh. Okay, this one is the mister. We're going to put him over to the left. Put her over to the right. We're going to do some dots right here. And then I did bring in my Real Red. I just need to find the right stamp for the sentiment. I get too many sentiments out. Here it is. Let me wipe that off. Now this one is I Pick You, and I wanted to put it in red. So this would be a cute little Valentine's card. Okay. What do you think? Don't you think that would be cute for Valentine's? That's why I added the red hearts in there. Okay, that's going to go right here. Let me get my little hearts. So I'm going to add a big one right between the both of them. And two little ones. Let me get some more here. Look how easy and look how cute that is. Okay, so there's alternative number 2. One more to go. You can see how quick these are to assemble. I just love how quick they are. Okay, we're going to use an envelope again on card number 3. This time I've got the large vellum circle, the 2 bananas, the loaf, it's not a loaf, it's a slice of bread, a bow. I've got the brown scallop and the little label. And I do have a basic white 5.5 by 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. This is the only card base that I cut out of my own cardstock. And this is card number 2. Okay, so we're going to cut another envelope. Again, I'm going to start out by cutting off one side. Cutting off the bottom. And this time we're going to cut to measure 5 1/4. So here again, another whole half a piece of envelope to use. 5 1/4 by 4. And I cut off, I think I did 2 inches. Yes, 2 inches. So what I did is I just cut 2 inches off. And I flip this way so you get your 2 colors. And I also need, here's my little leftover piece of the other envelope that I used a while ago. This is going to be a 1/2 inch. Oops, I gotta make sure it's straight. 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. Now look what I have left from that flap. I used most of that side of the envelope. Okay. Now we're going to glue all of these. Let me make sure this is opening on the right side. I'm going to glue these first. I love these stripes. They're so pretty. There's that. This is going to go on the bottom. we're going to use this little piece to put in between. You know what? I think I cut that wrong. I need this to be 4 inches, not 4 1/4. Okay, 4 1/4. So look, just by using the envelopes, you've got 3 different patterns, 3 different colors. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue the scallop circle. Okay, wait a minute. I need to position this. My banana is going to go right there. I'm going to glue this about there. Now we just need to do the 2 bananas and the bread. And I need a little smiley face. Just one on this one. I don't even know if I touched the ink pad. Okay, there's my loaf of, I keep saying loaf of bread, slice of bread. We're gonna do the 2 bananas. And thanks a bunch. Okay, now, patience while I find the sentiment. I gotta find the right one. Thanks a bunch right there. It's gonna go on the blue strip or pool party strip. We're gonna glue. Now the scallop, I did cut off 4 scallops on the end because it's a little too long. I'm gonna glue that in place first. And again, you can follow the little lines from the stripe so you know that you got it on there straight. We're gonna add dimensionals. Oh, you know what? I shortened this up too. Just gonna use my scissors. Just gonna go above the scallop. And then the little slice of bread is just going to be glued flat right here. We're going to glue 1 banana flat. And then we're going to add dimensionals to this one. Another quick one, really. And where's my glue dots? I'm going to get a glue dot and scrunch it up. Put it on the banana. Add a little bow. And we need some bling, of course. Let me see. I got 3 up here. 1 down here, and 2 off to the left. There we go. I've got all 6 projects made. So let me bring those back in, and then I'm going to show you guys a few things. So there's alternative number 3 that I did. This was number 2, number 1, and then of course we have the kit, the cards from the kit. So look at the pretty cards, all 6 of them. Now, I just wanted to mention one thing. Again, a reminder that the kit is going to be a little late for January. So don't panic when you don't see a deduction on the 11th of the month. It's going to probably be about a week later. So look for that. I also wanted to remind you that I do have a group page called Stamp and Ink Designs on Facebook. Make sure you find me. I want to show you the project that I made with the group on Wednesday. It's called a multi-tiered pop-up card, and I used the Ladybug bundle. This is how it looks flat, and then There's the multi-tier. There's 4 tiers to it. So this is what we did on Wednesday when I went live. And I wanted to show you another card that I did with the Ladybug. This is my free card kit for the month of January for any order placed through my online store. And I have the Wink of Stella on the wings. Now, who says you can't have a ladybug in this color? In the stamping world, we can make things any color we want. But doesn't it look good with the free designer paper that you can earn? So that's my free card kit for the month of January. And I think that's, oh, you know what? I had some more alternatives to show you. I'm not making them with you tonight, but here's another one that I made that has the 3 bananas on the circle. Again, these are all pieces from the kit. Same thing on this one. I just hung the cherry so it's at the top of the hole. So there's another alternative. Here's one, a toast to your success. All pieces from the kit. Very simple. And my last one, I actually have 2 of. I liked it so much. This is the little sheet that has all the banners. After I punched out all the banners, I used it as a trellis. And what I did is I used our foam adhesive strips under the, so it's popped. And then I just tucked the 3 cherries in there. I think this is my favorite out of all the cards I created. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me. I will pick a name tomorrow for the stamp set. I'll make an announcement. And next Friday, you don't want to miss my class next Friday. I'm going to do a 3D project for Valentine's. So make sure you join me next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a good weekend, everyone, and thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.